This is Cam Weiland, and you are listening to the 26th episode of the Wordplay Podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed a wonderful Thanksgiving. I think I definitely got my dose of tryptophan for the rest of the year. Didn't get to write on Thursday, but it's been on my mind all week how thankful I am to be a writer. I don't know about you, but I can't help but look at the normal people out there and feel just a teeny bit sorry for them. They don't even know what they're missing by not having stories spinning webs in their heads all the time. I'm excited to enter the holiday season with some special deals and gifts for my readers. From now until Christmas, both of my books are available at special prices and as part of special package deals. I'm also offering some early Christmas gifts of my own to the first 3 buyers. Gift number 1 is a free book, The Winner's Choice Between Behold the Dawn and A Man Called Outlaw. Gift number 2 is a tote bag featuring the Emily Dickinson poem, There Is No Frigate Like a Book. And gift number 3 is a beautiful mouse pad emblazoned with a quote from Jane Evershed. To read is to empower is to write is to influence is to change is to live. On Monday, November 30th, you can view the prizes and find more details on my blog at wordplay-kmweiland, that's weiland.blogspot.com. There will be some fantastic limited time deals, so I hope you'll find time to check them out. Meanwhile, please enjoy this week's post, 4 Reasons I Quit Writing Exercises. Creative writing exercises are a staple of workshops and a beloved tool of many authors. Writers are encouraged to keep writing journals where they spend at least 15 minutes every day writing whatever pops to mind. Story ideas, essays, stream of consciousness paragraphs, writing prompt brain stretchers, etc. For a brief period in the early days of my writing, I dove into journaling as enthusiastically as anyone. I bought myself a big red notebook, a kit of writing prompts, and even a calligraphy pen and ink for inspiration's sake. Every day, before sitting down to start my work in progress, I would flip open my notebook, run my finger down the list of writing prompts, dip my pen in the ink, and start scribbling. You know what I gleaned from my labors? Zip, zilch, zero. Now, before I begin my tirade, let me say that just because something wasn't right for me doesn't mean it isn't right for everyone. Maybe journaling is a mine of creative gems for some people. Maybe it is conducive to that sometimes elusive dance with the muse. But maybe it's also a waste of time. Following are the 4 reasons I no longer journal. 1. Time is precious. I write a novel every 3 years. If I keep that pace throughout my life, and if I live to the ripe old age of 80, I may be lucky enough to write a whopping total of 20 stories. Time's a-wasting. So why would I want to spend that precious time scribbling in a journal instead of working on those 20 stories? 2. Creative energy is precious. Simple question. Would I rather spend my creative energy in a journal that probably will be worth reading to no one but myself, or working on a novel that will be read by many? I feel a deep need to use my creativity responsibly, and frittering it away in a journal isn't going to get that next novel written and published. 3. Writers don't practice writing, they write. You often hear journaling referred to as practice writing, but writers either write or they don't. Practice is what happens during the first, and second, and third drafts. My aunt, a successful horsewoman, used to coach me in equestrian maneuvers by saying, "Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect." The same goes for writing. Put your practice to work where perfection counts. 4. Procrastination poses under many guises. Writing is scary business. Those first few moments when I sit down to start my day's work are inevitably panic-ridden. My brain starts scrambling for any excuse it can find to delay the moment a little longer. File my nails, sort my highlighters, deworm the cat. Writing exercises can easily fall into the same category. It's much easier to scribble away on exercises that don't matter, rather than buckling down to work on that tough scene opener. And the dangerous thing about procrastination is that once you start down that slippery slope, it's a hard habit to break. I'm certainly not opposed to using journals to break through blocks and work out story problems. I do that every day when I scribble out scene ideas in a notebook before actually writing the scene. And writing prompts absolutely have their worth. Ideas are free for the taking everywhere we look, and writing prompts are often a handy source. But I argue that keeping a writing exercise journal is an ineffective, inefficient, and occasionally even detrimental habit. What do you think? Thank you for listening to the Wordplay Podcast. To read a transcript of this episode, visit me on the web at wordplay-kmwyland, that's WEILAND.blogspot.com, and be sure to listen again next week.